Farmers and food lovers. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you noticed that rain no longer comes when we expect it? Sometimes it rains heavily for a few days, then suddenly the rain disappears, or the sun becomes so hot that crops start wilting in the field. Many farmers today are losing crops not because they are lazy, but because the climate has changed. Tonight, I want to show you why this is happening, and most importantly, 8 practical things farmers can do. Yeah, it's practical things farmers can do to still produce good harvest despite climate change. If you are a farmer, gardener, or someone interested in food security, stay with me. This discussion may change the way you farm this season. My name is Dr. Donald Ihatru, and today we are discussing a very important topic that affects every farmer: climate change and farmers. Many farmers today are confused. The farming calendar our parents used is no longer reliable. In the past, farmers could say with confidence, rain will start in March, plant maize in April, harvest in July. But today, things have changed. Sometimes the rain comes early and stops suddenly. Sometimes it delays completely. Sometimes heavy rains destroy crops. Sometimes heat becomes too intense for plants to survive. Many farmers are experiencing reduced yield, crop failures, and increased pest attack. So today, we will discuss three important things. We will discuss three important things today. First, how climate change is affecting farmers. Second, why these problems are happening. Third, and most importantly, what farmers can do to adapt and still produce good harvest. Because the truth is this: climate change is real, but farmers can still succeed if they adjust their practices. So, stay with me as we go through this important discussion. Stay with me as we go through this important discussion. How can climate change affect farmers? That's the first question. Let us begin with the major ways climate change is affecting agriculture. Yeah, let us begin with the major ways climate is affecting agriculture. One, unpredictable rainfall. One of the biggest problems farmers face today is unpredictable rainfall. In the past, rainfall patterns were more stable, but now farmers experience situations like this. Rain falls heavily for a few days, farmers rush to plant crops, then suddenly rain stops for 2 or 3 weeks. The crop that just germinated dry up and die. This situation is very common now. Many farmers lose seeds, labor, and money because of this. Rain may also come very late, shortening the growing season, or rain may fall too heavily, causing what? Flooding. All these problems may all these problems make planning very, very difficult for farmers. All these problems make planning very, very difficult for farmers. So what's the second? The second is high temperatures. Another serious another serious effect of climate change is increasing temperatures. Many areas now hotter, making many areas are now hotter than before. High temperature affects crops in many ways. High temperature affects crops in many ways. For example, plants lose more water through transpiration. This can cause wilting. Heat can also affect flower formation and pollination. When temperatures are too high, tomato flowers may drop, pepper fruit may become smaller, leafy vegetables may bolt quickly. Even fruit crops like cucumber and watermelon may produce lower yields. So, excessive heat is now a major challenge in crop production. A major challenge in crop production. 3, increased pests and diseases. Climate change also leads to more pests and diseases. Why? Because warmer temperatures allow pests to breed faster. Yeah, insects like aphids, whiteflies, caterpillars, beetles multiply more rapidly in warm conditions. They multiply so rapidly in warm conditions. Some pests that were previously rare are now becoming very common. This is the situation we all find ourselves. This is the situation. Farmers now report high cases of fungal diseases, viral infections, and bacterial what? Problems. So farmers are forced to spend more money on pest control. Farmers are forced to spend more money on pest control, which was not the case before. Number 4, extreme weather events. Extreme weather events. This includes flooding, drought, strong wind, violent storm. For example, flood can wash away crops completely. Yeah, floods can wash away crops completely. Drought can dry up farms and reduce yield drastically. Strong winds can damage crops like plantain, maize, and fruit trees. Many farmers lose entire farms because of these extreme conditions. So climate change is not just theory. Farmers are already experiencing its effects on their farms. Climate smart solution for farmers. Let's look at the solutions. Now, let us talk about the most important part of this discussion. What can farmers do? What can farmers do to prevent this situation or to salvage the situation? The good news is that farmers can adapt. There are several climate smart farming practices that can help farmers to cope with changing weather conditions. Let us look at 8 practical solutions. 8 practical solutions. One is mulching. Mulching is one of the simplest and most powerful practice farmers can use. Mulching means covering the soil with materials like dry grass, rice husk, leaves, sawdust, crop residues. Mulching helps to reduce water loss from soil, keep soil temperature low, suppress weeds, improve soil fertility as it decomposes. During hot periods, mulching helps crops survive longer without water. Yeah, that's basically what mulching does. So every farmer should practice mulching. Every farmer should practice mulching. Whether you are experiencing whatever you're experiencing in your field, practice mulching because you never can predict what will happen next due to climate change. So the second one is drip irrigation. Another important solution is efficient irrigation. Instead of flooding the entire field, farmers can use drip irrigation. Drip irrigation delivers water directly to the roots of plants. This reduces water waste and improves water efficiency. It also helps farmers continue production even when rainfall is irregular. Even simple locally fabricated drip systems can make a big water difference. Yeah, you can use them local containers like this. I use this in my farm. Yeah, but I use them, not the one that's cut like this. Let me see them. Okay, let me get them. So I use things like this. Yeah, as it is. Cover them, cover it, and turn it upside down for the water to just drip. Yeah, for it to just drip. So I said drip irrigation delivers water effectively and directly to the root of the plant. This reduces water waste and improves efficiency. It also helps farmers continue production even when rainfall is irregular. Even simply as in simple local fabricated drips, as in drip system, can make a big difference. And that is why you can see these crops here. We just do what irrigate with local materials and it works. 3, heat tolerant crop varieties. Farmers should also start using heat tolerant crop varieties. Plant breeders have developed crop varieties that can tolerate high temperature, water stress, certain diseases. Yeah. For example, Some improved maize varieties perform better under heat stress. Some tomato varieties tolerate high temperature better. Yeah, high temperatures better. Choosing the right variety can significantly improve yield under climate stress. Number 4, early planting with weather tracking. Another important strategy is using weather information. Farmers should pay attention to weather forecast. I said this in our yesterday broadcast, our yesterday's live stream. Do not neglect the broadcast. Like NIMET in Nigeria here released the weather forecast for 2026. Do not neglect such a forecast. It's very, very important. So farmers should pay attention to weather forecast. This helps them decide the best time to plant. Instead of rushing to the plant after the first rain, it is better to observe whether rainfall, as in whether rain, as in will continually will continue to rainfall, as in whether rainfall will continue consistently. This is very, very important. Planting at the correct time can prevent early crop failure. Planting at the right time can prevent early crop failure. So, number 5, shade nets. In areas where extreme heat, in areas with extreme heat, farmers can use shade nets. Shade nets reduce the intensity of the sunlight reaching the crops. Unfortunately, I cannot share my screen. I've shown you some screen houses with shade nets. This lowers heat stress. Shade nets are especially useful for 1, vegetable production, nurseries, leafy crops like lettuce and spinach. They help improve crop quality and survival under intense heat. Yeah. Number 6, adding organic matter to soil. Adding organic matter to soil. Healthy soil is very important under climate stress. Farmers should add organic matter regularly. I've always hammered on this. Farmers should add organic matter regularly. This includes compost, animal manure, green manure, crop residue, organic matter, crop residue. Organic matter improves soil structure, water retention, microbial activity, microbial activity, and a whole lot. Soils rich in organic matter hold water longer and support stronger plants' growth. Number 7, efficient fertilizer use. Farmers should also apply fertilizers efficiently. Over-fertilizing crops can make plants more vulnerable to heat stress and pests. Balanced fertilization improves plant strength and resilience. Farmers should also consider split fertilizer application instead of applying everything at once. Number 8. Yes, number 8, crop rotation. Crop rotation is another important Chinese smart practice. This means growing different crops on the same land in different seasons. Crop rotation helps to break pest cycles, improve soil fertility, reduce disease buildup. For example, a farmer may plant maize this season and legumes like beans the next season. That's crop rotation for you. Legumes add nitrogen to the soil, improving productivity. Let's interact. I've talked for 14 minutes and 11 seconds. Let's ask questions. I believe you have questions. So at this point, I would like to hear from you. Let us make this session interactive. Let's make the session interactive. If you are a farmer watching this live stream, I want you to share your experience. If you're watching me, share your experience. Tell me in the comment section. Tell me in the comments. Have you noticed changes in rainfall pattern in your area? If you've noticed changes in rainfall pattern in your area, just let me know in the comment section. Have pests increased in your farm? Let me know. Have you experienced flooding or drought recently? Have you experienced any of them? Let me also know in the comment section. Farmers across Nigeria are reporting similar challenges. For example, some farmers say the rain now starts early but stops suddenly. Others say heat is becoming more intense every year. These are signs that that climate conditions are changing. But as we have discussed today, farmers can still succeed by adjusting their farming practices. Climate smart agriculture is the way forward. So, thank you very much for joining today's live stream. If this discussion has been helpful, please share this video with other farmers. Follow the page for more agricultural knowledge. And always remember, a farmer who understands the environment will always produce better harvest. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.